Hi there and welcome to the channel. My name is Kenya, and in today's video we will be exploring somatic practices, give a brief introduction into what somatics is, how that ties into your embodiment. I will also go over and demonstrate a somatic body scan, and then I'll also tie in a bit of breath work that we can also use to attune to our senses. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So I know that somatics is a bit of a buzzword. Let's break down what that really means and why we're going to be doing this. So somatics can ultimately be thought of as the mind-body connection with emphasis on the body. We are using these practices to attune to our natural, innate wisdom that goes beyond the brain and following feelings through to guide us in our healing process. The brain is a beautiful, powerful tool that does a great job at creating a level of safety because it wants to protect us. It reacts from what we call the lizard brain and wants to keep us alive. And in keeping us alive, we lose a lot of autonomy. It's important to get these experiences because emotions shape the way we identify and the way we experience life. They shape our level of embodiment, and difficult life experiences contribute to patterns of tension in the body. And if we are holding on to that tension, holding on to those emotions deep within our body, we are going to live from a place of dis-ease, and that can spiral on to be a series of other happenings that we have to deal with. So anytime we experience something heavy, it's best for us to feel it fully so that we are able to release it fully and allow this wisdom to guide us through our healing process. The body has a natural urge for completion. The body does not want to hold on to these heavy emotions. That's why sometimes negative emotions are labeled as heavy, because they truly do feel like a weight to carry. So in these next exercises, I recommend that you allow yourself to pace through the experiences, honoring what feels right for you and creating space when you need to. Somatic practices are all about being able to attune to your own experience and regulate through the heaviness, riding the waves, as they say. It's about slowing down when you need to and allowing yourself and trusting yourself into experiencing these emotions at a deeper level. So let's get into it. One of the first practices that we'll work through are somatic body scans. And the goal of working through a body scan is to really connect with our senses, to find grounding through our body's experiencing. And when we're doing this, we want to ask ourselves if we are in a private space where we feel comfortable expressing, if this is a place where we can sit here uninterrupted. We also need to ask ourselves if we have enough time to really process anything that might come up. Because sometimes when you are going through these sensations, when you are starting to open up to the ability of feeling more, you can have heavier things come and sit in your experience, and you just want to be able to have enough time to regulate back into a safe space, if that makes sense. You also want to make sure that you have enough time. You want to make sure that you're not trying to rush through this experience. You want to honor whatever emotion comes up and give it enough of a place to hold. Another thing as we prepare for a body scan is accepting that sometimes it's hard to step into that place of noticing. And that's why we're doing this, because we want to be able to more easily tap into that state of connectedness, that state where you feel fully embodied and fully sensing of your surroundings. So realize that if you're having trouble connecting, then that's good information as well. And you can do a lot of things like stopping to connect with all of your senses individually. So, like your taste, what your eyes see, maybe the textures around you, and noticing all of these little things will really help gain that deeper sense of connection and also help you learn about your own process as you continue through this work. The last thing I'll say is notice these sensations more than you think you need to. So, for example, you might start to notice that when you close your eyes, your stomach starts to feel like it's got butterflies. It's important to name these things so that you're able to guide yourself and also understand what it is that is coming up for you so that you can investigate that a little bit deeper if need be. That is the later work and just something to note that will happen and might come up through your experiences of a body scan. So now we're going to begin our body scan exercise. And what I will ask you to do is to find a comfortable place, be it sitting or lying down. And if you feel comfortable doing so, maybe closing your eyes. And as you close your eyes, begin to feel into the space. Taking a few deep breaths here, feeling the fall of your chest as you exhale. And as you inhale, the rise of the belly, maybe feeling how the air passes through the nostrils and creates a cooling sensation. Allowing yourself to fully arrive in this present moment. And as you start to arrive, begin to bring more awareness into the space. Maybe this awareness starts with feeling the sensations of your fingertips. Maybe the sensation starts with the smells that you have surrounding you. Maybe the sensations begin from the ground up. You can start to push against the ground and feel how supported that is or isn't. Could start to notice it. Start to notice any areas of tension, any areas of tightness. Really allow whatever is coming without judgment. And we continue to breathe through these experiences here. Creating space for whatever shows up. And noticing how these sensations play a role in your experience right now. Awareness is our strongest tool for connecting to situations and emotions. It gives us a place to step back into, a look into the driver's seat, and by connecting through these body scan exercises, you are allowing yourself to step into the seat as the observer. Take one more deep inhale and exhale, and bring yourself back. Maybe start to open the eyes. Continue to notice how you feel. Do you feel more attuned to your experience? Do you feel less attuned? And recognize that these body scans are powerful places that you can step into at any time for the purpose of reconnection. So now that we've completed a body scan, we want to shift our focus to the breath. Joe Dispenza explains thoughts being the language of the brain and emotions being the language of the body. When we invite ourselves to pay attention to the breath, we invite ourselves to slow down and really connect with that wisdom of our bodies. So starting our somatic breathwork practice, I personally like to inhale and take a clearing exhale to release any stagnancy that lives inside. Following through, we're going to take another deep inhale through the nose and then exhale through the nose again this time. And then just continuing to breathe like that with a few more slow, deep breaths. And as we're breathing here, we're allowing a sense of softening. We're choosing to surrender to this experience, to the breath with each exhale. And we're choosing to surrender because we feel the trust and we feel the safety of being kept alive by our breath, by our body. Continue to notice the connection between your breath and your emotional state. Another specific breathwork technique that works really well for regulating your nervous system is called the box breath. And this is a 4-part breath. So in this breathwork technique, you are inhaling for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and then holding again for 4 seconds. Now we can begin to practice that box breath together. We're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for another 4. And we can begin now. You can continue on your own counts now. Personally, I always feel more relaxed. I feel more level with my thoughts, with my feelings. It brings me to a sense of grounding, a sense of calm. And I encourage you to try it if it feels right and allow yourself to see where experiencing this breath and giving this breath awareness takes you. So that is all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining in on body scan experience and doing a little bit of breath work with me today. I wanted to put together a series for somatic movements that go hand in hand with the body scan and breath work for processing heavier emotions like grief or sadness. So let me know in the comments if that is something that would interest you. Somatic practices have brought a lot of beautiful things to my self-care and healing journey, and I hope that it can do the same for you. Thank you so much. Bye for now.